Okay, and welcome to Secret of Mana Remake. We are streaming. It has been about 2 years, which is unforgivable, and a really long time. Oops, I always gotta remember I gotta click on the screen. Actually, I gotta do that first. Okay, so I had some issues with the control, but I got them fixed. And the problem with waiting to stream for 2 years, excuse me, you tend to forget where you are at in the game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to figure that out now. So, I think the best way is to go to my statistics, and I have 4 elementals, right? Hold on. Okay, so let's try with Sprite. Might be a little easier to see that way. Yeah, he has 4 as well. So that means the next one is Shade. And probably means I just got Flammy. Yes. In fact, I wonder if that's the immediately most recent thing I did. Let's check our armor. Okay, so we've got Tiger, that's Empire-oriented gear, I'm pretty sure. Looks like I'm saving one of each of the armbands, which is cute. Alright, so let's go ahead. That means our next, technically the game would tell me to go to Sage Jock, but one thing I can see that I could do first is get the Moogle Belt. And I can't remember if that's the one you get at the Deep Underground place or if that's the one you get at the Sea Hare Island. No, that's... Nah. That's the one you get at... well, Sea Hare Island you get the... that's for Kakariko Village. Okay, ooh, that's cute. I always forget, this remake, these graphics are pretty cool. Although the world feels smaller. Like, it's crazy that Taznica is within sight of the Pure Land here. I can't remember, did they include the little Easter eggs? Okay, this is the light. Let me just check. Oh, that's the Mana Palace. Oh, jeez. That is not where I want to be. I would probably die if I actually had to fight. Can you actually fight this early in the game here? I don't remember. I don't think so. Is there like a run button? These controls are so weird. Yeah, I don't see a run button. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into that, but yeah. So let's. Sorry, I'm just playing around here. I'm just trying to remember where you get the Moogle Belt now, and I just don't remember. I guess I could look it up. Might as well use my phone. Oops, shit. God damn it. I pulled the cord too hard. Hold on. Okay, that is given by Kakariko. So, it is the Sea Hare. There we go. Sea Hare line of quests. Look at how sunk in this land is. That's crazy. Though I can tell you, I'm doing some map work on this, and this interpretation is so interesting. So interesting, because I've got these mountains representing a different kind of thing, but I'm doing a Minecraft map of this, and yikes, I completely flubbed that area. Because looking at it in 3D, it's so different than in 2D. But they have every single house accounted for in this, which is nuts. And the Water Palace, and Upper Land, Cannon Travel, and the Wind Palace, and I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, these are really interesting. It's really interesting to get a close-up view of this map. And there's Matango. But anyway, here's Kakariko Village. Or Kakara, or whatever you want to call it. What's this? This is just a little feature. I think that's an oasis on the original map, but Um, and so there's Kakariko Village. And there's the Fire Temple. And there's the Moon Temple, of course. Let me see how they do this. They just got it kind of floating in a sea of stars. It's very similar to the original. What's this? Kakariko... Kakara... That's the actual village. What's this, then? I don't know. But anyway, here is the Sea Hare Island. It's actually right next to Kakara. And how do I land? There we go. So let's go ahead and pop into here. Now I'm just going to play around a little bit first. You'll have to indulge me. This is supposed to be a turtle shell. And I'm just kind of looking around to see how this remake interprets it. It doesn't really do anything on the actual map to interpret it, so that's kind of disappointing. But let me check it here and talk to these folks.
Whatever's going on the outside.
This whole island here is situated on the back of a giant turtle shell.
Gotta love that excellent voice acting. Can you indulge me just 1 minute, please? I have to check one thing. Can you indulge me just 1 minute, please? I have to check one thing. Okay, well, I had to check my sound levels, and I accidentally had a overdub there, but you know, better safe than sorry. Okay, so here we go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the guy that sells the sea hare.
How'd you get?
Hello.
Not very helpful, guys. I really do appreciate the background detail work that the artists in this version did. This is gonna be the sea hare guy.
Can't sell much here. I'd do better business in a bigger city.
Pretty sure in the original he says, "I'm just not making it here."
There's nothing on this blasted isle except these sea hare tails.
And what the hell is a sea hare tail?
Huh? You actually... Better
Okay.
put this away before...
And by the way, guys, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be streaming tonight, so just FYI, I may have to duck out at some point. But, let's continue.
My family was nobility back in the Vandal Empire, but that was before the Emperor went crazy.
I like how that guy sounds like a New Yorker.
I escaped to this island with my family before things got too dangerous.
I'll always remember our lavish lifestyle back in the Empire. But what really matters is that we're safe now.
She sounds like she's having second thoughts about that. Okay, but anyway, we came here and we got what we needed. So, I think what we will do is... go ahead and... oops, shit. There we go. Still getting used to the controls a little bit. But we'll go ahead and take this to Kakara Desert Village. Is it Kakariko? Or am I thinking of like Zelda? Is that the name of the village in Zelda? Let's try this landing spot. Okay, it cannot land there. And I'm pretty sure this is where it tells me the town is. So that's fine. I think those are just decorations. And I might want to, in my mapping that I mentioned earlier, I might want to integrate that.
Kakara, the Oasis Village.
Welcome. What'll it be? Come again.
Let me just check what's walks here.
To pass out from this heat. I'll try not to.
See if I have any
I've been waiting.
upgrades.
Which weapon is?
Okay, we're good.
Oasis?
I love it. So it's like weird. Circle is like the talk to button, but it's also the cancel button. That doesn't make sense to me.
Oasis. What a...
Where's the guy? Oh, here we go.
What's this? It's a sea hare's tail. Hurrah!
I like how this guy's a
Let's
king.
throw that in the dry well.
It's definitely not like a castle for him to be king of, but whatever. These are going to be interpretation issues on my map, I think. And the music immediately changes, which I love.
In return, let me give you this belt.
Okay, so we did get the Mughal belt, which is what we were after. So thank you, King Amar. And we could sleep if we wanted to. And actually, we just wanted to... oh, actually, there's the run button. For some reason I couldn't run earlier. Maybe it was something
If
to do
mana
with...
were to disappear from the world,
I don't know.
all we can do now is pray.
Oh, I wanted to talk to this... Where's the gal? There was a gal back there.
Everyone's
There we
leaving
go.
the kingdom. Maybe I'll move to the Empire. I heard cannon travel has a special route.
She's saying that the cannon travel to the Empire is for spies. Very, very lovely. Okay, there's the merchant there, and these like buildings notoriously don't have doors. Some of them. So that's something. And let's check out what she has to say.
Salamando's my friend, and you're his friend. That makes us friends too.
Little budding young mage there. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead and the next step in this game would be to go to Sage Josyph. So let's do that. God,
Here.
it's so weird. It's the struggle is real with these controls. Let me tell you. I don't think this game was meant to be played on a PlayStation controller, which is all I have. So we're gonna go ahead and okay. So this is the Empire. Okay. So interesting. That's the Imperial Castle, I assume. Imperial Ruins. Jesus. It's really hard to make heads or tails of this. But I guess this would be North Town, if you want to call it. Yeah, there's the town. And South Town would have to be down here, right? I love how there's like two cities. Oh, here it is. Two cities in the Empire. One of which has exactly 2 huts. Like, that's ridiculous. I know they had. It turns out they had to cut a bunch of stuff from this game because there was like they were planning to do it on a CD system, but they ended up having to put it in a cartridge, so they cut a bunch of stuff. All right, let's. Here's where we need to go. This is Mandala Village. This is in the mountains here. All right. Let's
Welcome
check
to
this place
Mandala.
out. The lofty
Take
mountains.
care on your way.
Referencing Sage
You can
Dock
get
there.
to the Palace of Darkness down the mountain. Look for a cave.
Alright, let's check out our armor situation here. This might be the first time in the game we can really upgrade our armor
Welcome.
since the
What'll
Empire.
it- Come again.
God damn it. Alright. So like when I press the...
Welcome.
Oh, actually I can press the OK button too. Okay, so that would increase our... Yeah, that would... These would all be good. So we need 2 of those. Three of these. And 3 of these. And maxed out on ingredients. That's good. Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell these. And this and this get sold. Okay.
Anything else?
And that's it.
Come
Okay.
again.
And I guess I've been keeping the other armor, so I guess I'll keep that. And we'll just put this on. And you have 1 fewer to put on because you have to keep your thing there, but we'll put that on, and we'll put that on. And then for Sprite, we'll emulate what the boy did. Okay, now I'll sell 2 of the rings. Alright, whatever. So I have to initiate conversation by
What would
pushing the
it be?
cancel button, but then I have to use the accept button for the rest of the conversation. It makes no sense. Okay, but there we go. That...
Anything else? Come again.
Okay. So we are now upgraded in our armor, which is very important. And now, let's check out the rest of the town. Hello?
Take care on your...
Oh yeah, we already talked to you.
Welcome to Mandala.
You can get to the Palace of Darkness. Look for a cave.
Alright, we already talked to those guys. Okay,
They've
I remember
come
these
to
guys.
this village from all.
Alright, let's check out the housing. Oh, here's Watts. I really don't need anything Watts, sorry to tell you.
I've been waiting. Which
It's
weapon
almost ridiculous that he's everywhere in this game.
Come to visit the town.
Alright, and we'll check this out.
The great sage Jock and his disciple Jack live on the...
Alright, thank you for the info. So we're getting a lot of info about Sage Jock. By the way, if you don't know, I can't remember, and it's kind of sad that I took so long to restream this.
The manna tree? They say it watches over us from the impenetrable pure land.
But if you were to play straight through, you probably would have gotten a clue from Luca or somebody to come here. And by the way, he mispronounced Mana. Just
We're
FYI.
blessed to have...
Let's check. Oh, wait, is that a side door? Can I go in there? I can't even control the camera to see it, really. But no, I apparently cannot go in there.
Wow.
And I'm glad they added the
You
side
must
door.
be tired after...
Yeah, cannot go in there. Okay. Let's check out this guy.
Mana is the energy, but it is not the creatures of this land from the top, and so mana.
Okay, he's telling us mana is fading from the world. Let's go ahead and take a snooze. Just to save the game, you know.
One night is 100. One night is.
That's fine.
The Forest of Seasons is amazing.
I know. I think it's the forest's fault I'm always hungry.
Wait, what would a forest have to do with your appetite?
The forest is sectioned off into the 4 seasons, right? That means seasonal
Did they go ahead and
food
make
is
her a
ripe all
girl
year round.
in this version?
Aha.
In the original, Sprite was a male. In the Japanese version, I think
Winter
Sprite might have
fresh
been
runs, spring
no
fruit
gender at
picking,
all.
All the summer and fall harvests in between. We've got it all.
Kinda
Ugh,
seems
I'm
more like
getting
a girl in
hungry
this
just
version.
Thinking about it.
I'm getting hungry just here.
Now is not the time.
You're right.
Thank you, Prim. Okay. Well, I forgot about those little cutscenes. Alright, but here's the little, sleepy. And we will probably save, I think. Yes. Oh, shit. Well, I would save, but I'm not gonna pay again to sleep. Can I... Sorry. I'm so sorry. Can I just... tell him...
One night is 150.
No. Okay. Wait. I'm sorry. I think I pushed the wrong button again. I hate this control scheme.
One night is 150 GP.
Yeah. I did it both ways. I pushed the A button and the B button and it just didn't work. Okay. So I can't save without sleeping again, and I'm just not wanting to do that. I'll be okay.
A wise sage lives. This temple dates back to the days of the Mana Fortress War. We still have artifacts from those dark times. A strange technology. These ancient videos can replicate the world of...
Okay, they're referencing these technological devices
What a
called
sweet
videos.
little girl.
Hi.
And
Bug me while...
you know, it turns out this is actually one of the most important pieces of lore in the game. And if you're trying to piece together a little bit of background about what happened and what this world is all about, this is a really important place to come and visit. Can I go through here? No. Okay, so here's the videos, or videos, as the guy said. Okay, nothing over there. And we got 7 of them. I'll start over here.
This one's broken.
Okay, we're claiming that that one is broken.
Oh, my heart breaks when he's not around, and I miss him.
Okay. I do not recall that being in the original game. If it is, it might have been less pronounced, or less, it certainly wasn't sung. So that's an interesting interpretation. Let's check this one.
Evening news. At dawn, Lorem launched missiles at the Empire, which had threatened to take Lorem's capital, Wendell, by nightfall.
So there's something interesting in this thing. There's a couple of references. Lorem might be a reference to the Final Fantasy Adventure or Second Densetsu 1 city of Lorema. It might be, it's not clear. And Wendell, I'm pretty sure that is used in the Legend of Mana game as a type of silver. So it's the capital of this Lorem Empire, Lorem nation that was at war with the Empire in this past recording. Interesting. That one's important.
Viewers at home, we have a visual on the famed Mana Beast. What? This is terrible! The Mana Beast has just decimated the fortress! It's crumbling into the ocean!
Fascinating.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beast is heading this way! It's coming straight for us! Switch cameras, hurry!
Interesting. So that's documentation of the prior Mana Fortress that was attacked by the prior Mana Beast.
Final answer? Correct! That makes you our new champion!
In the original, there was a reference to Abraham Lincoln and Jeopardy on that one, but they kind of made it more generic on this version.
Mana is a limited resource. We must conserve it or we'll all have to face the consequences.
That almost sounds like a religious person.
What utter nonsense! Nonsense? If you think protecting the world from self-destruction is nonsense, then on your head be it. Mark my words. You can't end this here. Give me the mic.
Interesting. Alright, that one exploded. Okay, so that's pretty much all we can learn. So the main things to take away from that are that the world once had a war between Lorem and the Empire. Not entirely clear that it's the same exact empire that we're currently dealing with. And then the other thing to take away is that there was an attack of a Mana Beast on a Mana Fortress, which resulted in ultimate destruction, not just of the Mana Fortress, but also of the position where it was being observed by the broadcaster.
Sage
Okay.
Jock is fickle with visitors. He will not see.
Okay, so that guy, very helpful. There's also a similar construction called the Lighthouse that's south of Pandora, I think, that we might visit here. But that is a heavy dose of lore, and especially that reference to Lorem launching missiles. So that tells us the prior adversary of the Empire was Lorem. Tells us that they had technology. You know, like modern technology. And it tells us that they were probably destroyed, or at least significantly harmed by the Empire. Or I mean by the Mana Beast. So, again, if you didn't know where to go at this point in the game, after... Oh shit, I just got a Doom Trap. God damn it.
Water! Pure water!
Thanks. Take that.
But yeah, so, as I was saying, if you didn't know where to go, and I'm just trying to recount what happened immediately prior to this, that would have been, you would have gone to Upper Land, got the Wind Palace, and then you would have gone to Kakara Desert, learned that the Fire Seed was missing, gone to Ice Country, recovered the Fire Seed, returned to Kakara with it, go to the Fire Palace, get Salamander. And then you would have, gone from Kakara to Southtown in the Empire, and then you would have gone into the Resistance from the sewers in Northtown, had a meeting with the Emperor during a sting at the castle, basically, a trap meeting, and then you would have flown away from the burning castle on Flammy, and that's almost right exactly where we were. And I think he actually does take us to Mintango right at first, and that's where you go from there. So that's why we hadn't done the sea hare thing yet, it's because we literally just got Flammy. Alright, this is getting a little hairy. Oops, I was actually trying to shoot my whip at the guy, but... These enemies move so differently than the original. It is something you gotta get used to. And, you know, this is a fight that you're going to do multiple times in your playthrough, so you're probably going to be pretty weak at this point in the game relative to the later times when you come here, but the thing is, as the game progresses from this point, your strength and weakness are relatively less dramatic, and therefore it doesn't feel too bad. You still feel like you're able to parlay with most enemies at this point, even though they might be a little strong. And then later in the game they're going to feel a little weak, but it's not going to be like overwhelming, you know? Not the same way the original beginning area of the game is, because there you feel completely overpowered right now. Which makes sense, but it's even more dramatic exponentially here. Alright, got a level. We're gonna get a few levels here. Alright, so we got to level 3 whip. How are we doing on whip level? So whip goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that really where we're at? I'm at level 3 of 6. I think that's what that's telling me. That seems a little high, but I guess I'll believe it. The nice thing about the whip is we're gonna need it up here anyway. I missed the bug where it would cause damage to any creature that was in the way when you first got there. By the way, the King of Matango probably also told us to come here, now that I think about it. So, again, if you were playing this without a 2-year break in between, you probably would have heard the, actually, was it a 3-year break? My goodness. It was a long time. Anyway, the point is that you would have received word directly from Matango to come here, which is where you just were. So there wouldn't be this, you know, if you were listening to the characters anyway, you wouldn't necessarily be confused about where to go. Ah, shit. That's not what I meant to do. They need to tighten up that animation a little bit, make it a little quicker. Okay, and we'll attack. Cannot believe I'm only at level 3 of 6 on this whip. There's a good hit. Grab this chest, and then we'll go talk to Nico. Hi, Nico.
I love mountain climbing.
Lovely.
Special deal for busy travelers.
Okay, we'll go ahead and save the game. Oh yeah, this has a bit of an autosave system too. Alright, well... Oh, I probably should have checked to see if he had any good armor, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure he doesn't, if I remember correctly. I guess I'll go back and check real quick, but... I'm pretty sure he's not going to have superior armor to what I have on, so...
I love me. Special deal.
So I had to push A twice there, and now I have to push B. or at least what my controller thinks this be. Yeah, he's got the same standard things, so yeah, nothing crazy there. Okay, we'll go ahead and jump across. Now, in the original, there was this bug where, as you can see, there's these beautiful trees and mountains in the background, but in the original, those would go away when you came out the door, and it was a weird graphics thing that I didn't really mind. I thought it was kind of cool, because with the sky in the background, you feel like you're up higher almost, or at least the angle makes it feel that way. But obviously the inconsistency was the bug, and they probably wanted the trees in the background like they have here, so they've obviously corrected that, or at least I assume they've corrected that. I guess we'll see when we come back out of this cave here. Everybody's leveled up once or twice on this mountain path, which is nice too. Alright. Last couple of enemies we're gonna fight. And I'm kind of assuming, by the way, that the girl and the sprite are both using weapons that they can still level with, but I probably better check that. The good news is you don't have to go all the way down because you can just use Flammy. I love these weird diagonal attacks. They're just so out of character from the original game. Okay, so let's check on this. Okay, she's using, yeah, and she's working on that one. How do I... I thought there was a way I could switch over to a sprite on that screen, but apparently not. Okay. And you are using the sword, and you've got 4 out of 5 on the sword. Okay. So they're both still gaining levels. Okay, here's Sage Jock. See how this looks on the remake. Pretty standard. Pretty much what I expected.
He went to the Palace of Dark.
Okay, so Jack, the apprentice to Jock, is telling me to go to the Dark Palace, which is where we were just a minute ago. And I'll explain that in more detail in just a minute, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and call Flammy. I love how we're still battling while we're waiting for Flammy there. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up a quick dungeon map so I don't miss anything. Okay, so what we're going to do, so that's Sage Jock's little shit, hold on. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I love the topography of that mountain. I gotta remember that for my map that I'm making. Yeah, Tasnik is over there, big mountain there, Mandalia with the thing there, and the Temple of Darkness is probably right down here somewhere, I'm guessing. So let's just land in this general area and see where it takes us. Probably put us in the village, that's okay. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and fight our way over to the Temple of Darkness now. By the way, I want to check on how much money we're making from these enemies. God damn it. We are making good money. We made like 17,000, so that's good. Great. Okay. Probably don't need to kill all these guys. I'll just kill this one. I gotta maybe stop checking these chests because the chances of it being like a doom trap is relatively high. Okay, so we're gonna head on in here and oh shit, I probably better pay attention. I hope they don't hit her while she's pigmatized because I think that does a lot of damage. So you can use your midge mallet, or minor mallet as they corrected in this version. Alright, so we enter, and let me just pull this up in a new tab. Okay. And I gotta click back on the screen. Okay. Oh shoot, I meant to cast the Analyzer. Oh, Unicorn Helm, that's cool. Unicorn Helm, that's gotta be a good one. Let me... She's the one who couldn't upgrade her armor anyway, so let me see if I can... Shit, god damn it. See if I can wear this. So, defense is 163 on these circlets. I'm sorry. Yeah, defense is gonna go way up. Stun resistance and poison resistance, good times. So we're gonna definitely give that to Karen, or whoever I called her, friend. I always called her Karen back when I played the game when I was a kid. I'm not sure why, but it's like so ingrained in me from a childhood that it's like I can almost not call her that. I always called the boy my name, Josyph. I always called the sprite, I literally called it Sprite, and I called the girl Karen. Okay, so what we are gonna do, I think we go this way. Hard to say, really. I'd say the biggest issue with being a little bit underleveled, we're not even really underleveled, but just slightly, is that these characters are hard to hit. Okay, so we're back here now. Oh, that was interesting. Alright, so I guess I need the axe. So let me have Sprite take the axe real quick. Let's try... Okay, we can't do that one. Nothing to whip onto over there. Let me try this. Okay, we can go that way or we can go up. I'm gonna go up first. Okay, it's just a room with these guys. Not a problem to just take them out real quick though. Okay, and we did get Boomerang 5 on Prim. So I want to check that. In just a minute. Okay, let's check that. Boomerang is at 5 out of 5. So we need to change. Let's go to... We're at 3 out of 5 on the bow. Let's do that. Okay, and I like how you can change in that screen. Okay, so that was nothing, but let's check down here. Okay, we're on the upper pedestal here of this room from before. And honestly, the map is not showing me what I remember about this palace. That's quite alright. I guess I'm just gonna have to play this by ear, because this map that I have I think is from the original. I think they may have modified it, or at the very least it just looks completely different. Or I'm really stupid, one of the three. Would not rule out that last one. Okay, this actually looks more familiar. Yes, much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that open. Okay, very good. Alright. Well, let's check let's try going this way. Not quite sure where this goes. Okay, very good. And I really like, so in the original, this staircase on the left would have been just a normal looking staircase, but this one's clearly a up staircase from the direction that I was approaching it, which means that it's been tweaked to be like a different kind of like 3D texture that you wouldn't have necessarily been able to distinguish from the original. Come on, guys. Oh boy, this could be bad. Oh, we got another unicorn helm. I mean, I'm loving these chests. Let's put this on Sprite. Alright, where is it? There it is. Okay. Did somebody give me a weapon level that I missed? I might have missed it. Well, he's at whip level 4 out of 6. So I'll leave that on the boy for now. Let's try this one. This is 1,000 gold pieces. Very nice. And that's the center back wall of the temple. And so let's go around and it'll be basically a symmetrical thing for the other side here. I'm not sure I'm making buku bucks off those guys. Alright, so do I go up or down? Let me check. Let me try down first. Okay, and there's nothing here. Okay, so we'll go up. Alright, let's check up here. And again, this would probably go down similar to the other side. Yeah, it's just platform. Okay, so there's only a couple passages we can go on now. Okay, let's check this one. A little bit more worried. Magical armor. Okay, we already got that, but that's good to sell. Alright, let's go up here. God bless it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so interesting that they're using shade. Well, I guess it makes sense. It's a shade dungeon, so they'd be using shade magic. That makes sense. Although these guys are definitely salamando people. Okay, so that takes us to this little thing, and not sure if it's something you can whip across or what, but these are the sort of primordial manifestations of a type of enemy that we will be seeing at the end of this temple. Let me just kill one of them and go. Alright. Nothing in that room. And frankly, I don't think there's going to be anything in that room that we need to deal with right now. And I really just want to... Oh, shit. Sprite died. That was unexpected. Okay, well, I will have to... Couple wishes. And... we're going to need to come back down here. Come on, Sprite, please. Okay, very good. Probably should play with Sprite as the main character that I control because it's a little easier to avoid significant hazards.
You asked for it.
Come on, fella. Alright, there we go. I think they've tried to improve that, but I still think it's a major issue. Alright, well, we're getting lots of good armor, so we can definitely be selling that. fairy walnut. That would have been helpful if I needed it. Also fairly expensive still even at this point in the game. 500 at a normal shop, 1,000 at Nico's. It's like several percent of my total budget. Okay, let's, so what we're doing right now is we're heading back to the beginning of the dungeon, essentially to go in that middle door that we unlocked by pressing that switch, and we literally accomplish absolutely nothing afterwards. How did she get down there? Okay, well, whatever. I don't remember which way. There's like a left and a right, and one of I think there's, yeah, there are 2 and 6 dozen and 1 half dozen and 6 and 1 half dozen in the other is the phrase. Okay, so we'll go back down here. And by the way, I keep wondering about whipping across this thing. And I think I have to go at it from the other direction, maybe. Yeah, can't really do anything with that right now, but we're gonna go this way, and that should take us to the other side of the gate over here. Now, we already explored that side. Let me just hop in here and see if there's anything that I missed over here. No, there's not. I guess we can kill this guy real quick. Alright, very good. So now the only direction left is the middle. So I will take that path. Okay, apparently not. But I do need this, one way or the other. Alright, that is a gloves orb, which is great. We needed that. How do I must have missed a path at some point along the line. Okay, let me just check a map real quick. Hang on. Probably pay attention, huh? Alright. I don't know why my guys weren't killing this guy in the meantime. I was like trying to look up a map. Alright, there he goes. Okay, so now that we're safe again, I will... Let me try another map. Hold on. Gosh, I just don't understand. There's not a really good map right off the bat when I click on it. Whatever. Let's try images. Nothing. Wow. Crazy. Okay, well, Google needs to optimize that, but, alright, this is where we were earlier, right? Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna have to figure this out. Alright. The good news is we're getting some good levels and good experience. Okay, that's the one we just tried. That's the only other option is this one. We've already been through here, but we'll have to do it again. That's okay.
Get ready.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the key to this dungeon is in this room here. Might be back there, you know? Did I check back there? Is that just that room with those skull things? Yeah, it is. Alright. Get out of there. Should I try more stuff in this room? can't get over there, right? I'm not crazy, right? Like, there's something to be said about the original because it's at least kind of clear what paths are available. Okay, let me try... You know what, I don't think I necessarily came this way. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, that was the issue. Can I whip over here now, or is this one that I have to go to the other side to do? Okay, I think I have to go to the other side. I have to go over there. Okay, how do I get over there? I think I have to go this way now. So that was my bad. I should have recognized that. But we'll go ahead and take the scenic route here. And I'm just going to assume it's this way. And, you know, I might kill a few of these guys, but I'm definitely not going to kill them all because we've already been through here. And I don't feel like we need to kill them all. Alright, bow level 4, very nice. Alright, we finally got that third unicorn helm, so I can put that on Randy. Sweet. Alright, we are a very well equipped party now. There we go. Alright, axe is level 4. Let's check that out. God damn it. 4 out of 5, so we'll keep up with the axe. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that it's either up top or down below that'll go over to that newly created path. Yeah, it's going to be up above. And we're going to have to whip over and activate the switch in the wall. And then I don't know if we have to go all the way back around or not. We'll see. That's fine. Okay. So this is where we need to be. Oh, and there's a thing back there too. Did I go back there? Yes, I did. Alright. Those guys can be a little bit nasty, but I kind of like their hitbox. Their hitbox is fun to attack. What are those guys' names? Emberman, not Enderman. I thought it was an Enderman for a second. I was like, that's a familiar name. Okay, unfortunately, we have to go all the way back around. So what I'm going to do... have to whip across here real quick. Okay, level up, very nice. Nearly at the 400 mark, which is, you know, a pretty healthy place to be. Okay, and Papoy is at 312, a little bit lower, but still pretty healthy. And we're gonna have to go all the way back around here. Come on, guys. Here we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Come on, Sprite. Come on. Okay, and Prem went up. So we're all recently leveled, which is great. And that's kind of nice because we don't have to heal before battle or anything for the boss fight. I don't recall which boss inhabits this temple. It might be one of the slimes. Or vampire. Vampire I'm pretty sure was at the Empire place last time. So I'm guessing it's going to be the slime. If I remember correctly, slimes don't... It's either Thunderbolt or Earth Slide that they don't like. I can't remember. Okay, so let's go back here. And... I think we have to go here. No, it's in the other one. Okay, very good. Alright. And let's switch to the axe wielder. It's kind of nice having an axe wielder and a whip wielder at the same time because you never have to switch. Okay, here's the door that we didn't have access to earlier. Okay, and this is all new. Very good. And that should do him. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so let's see here. Oh yeah, I remember that. Create a path of flame. It's very similar to Chrono Trigger, Magus's Palace. And in fact, to kind of piggyback off of that thought, you know, the original Secret of Mana was very much conceived at the same time as Chrono Trigger. And various concepts for each game were sort of divided when the Nintendo CD system didn't come out. They kind of cut out a bunch of stuff from Secret of Mana, and then they re-incorporated some of that, not all of it, into Chrono Trigger. So there is a deep connection between the two, and I even read one interview where one of the guys that created it even said that Final Fantasy IV, which is Final Fantasy II in the United States, also originated from the same project. And it kind of spun off from the Final Fantasy series, which is why, one of the reasons why the first Mana game, Second Detsetsu, which was in the United States called Final Fantasy Adventure on the Game Boy. So anyway, there is that connection between this game and Chrono Trigger. Obviously the main characters of both games look very similar. The girl and the boy look like Chrono and Marl from Chrono Trigger. Okay.
I, Shade, will test you.
Alright, wow, that was good. Good start. Let's try Thunderbolt. See how this works. Not very well. I just saw him do a freeze, so let me try fire. It's definitely weak to fire. Pretty easy battle so far. Should I finish him off melee? Let me do a charge attack with the axe here. Well, I missed. I missed again. One problem with melee is that you tend to miss. Okay, and Karen needs to heal. Prem, that is. The boy's gonna need to heal soon too, probably. Let me get directly under. There we go. Okay, we got an achievement. I can't remember, did they give achievements out whenever you defeat a new boss? I cannot remember that from the original, from when I played it a couple years ago. But, anyway. Okay, so... got the Javelin's Orb. Let me just double check one thing, because I want to make sure I don't forget any orbs in here. Hold on. Okay. So I'm just going to Google orb. There's a gloves orb that we did get. And we got the javelin orb from defeating him. That's it. Okay, very good. Oh, gotta click on the screen. Okay. Sorry about the delay there. Okay.
I am Shade, spirit of darkness and elemental of mana. Long ago, I was known as King of Mavolia.
Mavolia is the underworld in the Mana series. Interesting.
But you have lifted said seal. Take my powers as your reward.
Sweet. Okay, so we got Shade. Now the thing with Shade is that Sprite has it, but Prim does not. So that's an issue. We'll go ahead and get the power from the seed here. Love it. And as you can see on our statistics, God damn it, we now have the 5th pearl there. Why? Oh, there we go. Okay. I guess the game puts Lumina before Shade for some reason, even though the game tells us to get Shade first. But anyway, let's go ahead and use the magic rope here if we can. Very nice, and that should get us out to the entrance. Okay, so we've defeated the Shade Palace. Now, what we would now do, and what I will simply do by running past the enemies, is we will go see Sage Jock again. Now, again, if you were to be stuck at this point in the game, main characters would tell you what to do, and mostly they would just say, keep, you know, this is the part of the game that kind of gets notoriously repetitive, because really you're just literally going to see Sage Jock, and Sage Jock's all like, hey, go do this, and then, hey, or Jack, I should say, is like, hey, oh, go do that. And so it's like these errand quests for this one guy, and then you'll find out later he turns out to have been the servant guy the whole time, so he could have met with you right when you first got there. We're just going to try to speed through this real quick. There we go. Alright. Sorry, I had to send a text message. Okay. Okay. Off we go. There's Nico again. I don't know why I'm fighting. It's like a waste of time. We do seem to have plenty of money as well, so I'm not really worried about that. We also have some armor we can sell. You know, we're in pretty good shape. Okay, so that is the Shade, and now we'll go and see what Jack tells us to do.
His sageness is out.
No way.
He left for Gold Isle. It's not far. Gold Isle is to the northeast of here, in the middle of the...
Okay, so he's telling us to go to this new place, Gold Isle. And, you know, I certainly intend to go there, but before I do, I actually want to swing by Matango and, oh, we got a statue there.
You asked for it.
I want to swing by Matango and, the Water Palace. So let me just do that real quick, and then we'll go to Gold Island, or Gold Isle. Okay, so... Tesnica... Okay, here, let's just do Water Palace first. Water Palace is right here. Alright. So what we're going to do is see what Lucas says.
I'll heal you. Would you like to save the game? I believe you can become a true...
Okay, the True Hero language is
heal
Sage
you.
Jock related.
Would you like to...
And we'll save it.
I believe you can become...
Okay, so she would have told us, I'm pretty sure, to go see Sage Jock on the mountain, but since we've already done that, she's just kind of reaffirming our mission in that regard to become a true hero. I'm gonna swing over to Matango real quick. Won't take long.
Here.
I think I'm probably said this in prior streams, but I always used to think it was Mantango, and now I'm clear that it's Matango. So kind of love that remixed Flammy music too. Okay, we just head north, really. What is that? The Wind Palace? Yeah. I love how the Wind Palace and the Water Palace are like super duper close. I mean, when you think about it, all the palaces in this game have to be kind of close. Alright. So there's a couple things I want to do here. I want to talk to the king guy, King Truffle, and I want to talk to Watts and get those things forged up. Glove and javelin.
I figured you'd stop.
Alright. So we have to push A to initiate, and now we push B to... Alright, there we go. Okay. Okay, we got the Hyper Fist, very nice. And pretty sure that's all we could do, right? Let's see here. I'm not sure what symbol it would have if we could still forge more of it, but Imp's Fork was the new javelin. Hyper Fist. It's good against lizards and slimes. Good to know. I never really used these weapons to their full potential by exploiting strengths and weaknesses like that, but you know, it's kind of fun. Okay.
How's Flammy doing? Rest up.
That's okay. So I'm relatively sure he would have said go see Sage Jock when we first got that quest, but I've obviously screwed that up by going a little bit out of order. As he no longer says that. Okay, so the Gold Island is just right here. Very easy to get to. Gold City, Gold Island, etc. Got the Empire
Gold
theme.
City on the Empire's Gold Isle.
This whole island is made.
You didn't hear it from me,
But this island has started sinking into the sea under the weight. Many have fled to...
Many have fled to Ice Country. Very interesting. We can come down through here, but there's nothing. I'm pretty sure that's in the original game as well. And you can see the original game graphics on the top there. Okay,
Well,
so
no one was.
Watts took up residence here in this place. Very nice.
I've been waiting.
Alright, let's just make sure I got them all. Yes, okay. So Watts is right there. So we could have just done that rather than go to Matango. And here's a coffee shop. Let's check that out. So some of the few places in this game where you actually feel like it is somewhat of a city. This North Town. Maybe Pandora.
Resort up north.
Let's check out. Does she actually sell anything?
Welcome. Not much.
It's been a long time since she's had any customers. Well, good thing everything's made of gold, because you won't really be struggling too much with money.
Where did King Mammon?
King Mammon. Okay, very nice. So let's see.
This whole island is.
This is gold.
Alright, that's where we landed. Okay. So this is the royal residence of Gold City. We'll come back to that. These are...
Beyond is the Golden Tower.
Alright, so we can't go up there yet.
Living here is as
Very expensive town to live in, apparently. Here's a tree. It's the guy that told me it was sinking. Okay, so this is the second to last place I can visit before I go see the king. Let's see what kind of armor and stuff we can get.
Welcome. What'll it be?
Yeah, I'll start out.
Come
Oops,
again.
shit. Sorry.
Welcome.
I always got to switch to B. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and sell our magic armors, the extra ones.
Anything
All right,
else?
Let's buy. And yeah, actually, we could probably use. Yeah, actually, these are, as I recall, these are the best armor in the game until you get to like the last place, essentially. So I'm gonna buy 3 of these. There's a flower suit. That's not as good. Okay, so we'll get 3 of those, 2 of those, effectively, and 1 of those. Okay, and then we'll deal with that. Okay, so let's get 3 of these. And what we're going to have to do is sell these magic armors.
Anything else?
Alright, let's see what else we can afford. So we could get 3 of these. Now these are going to be the best bracelet in the game for a while.
Anything else?
I guess we can't carry anymore. That's interesting. I didn't realize there was a limitation on that. I was kind of hoping to collect 1 of each, but I guess I'm gonna have to sell. Kind of feel bad about that project now because I can't complete it because the game has I didn't realize there was a limit on that. I wonder if the original has the same limit. Alright, well, whatever.
Anything else?
Alright, so we're gonna get 1 more, that's 3 of those. And then we can get 2 of those, probably. But unfortunately, the Dragon Helm's gonna have to wait. That's okay. We'll just get 2 of these.
Anything else?
And I guess what we'll do is we'll sell 2 of the Unicorn Helms. Actually, I think I will be able to afford that Dragon Helm. Wow, let's go for it.
Anything else?
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay, we are now effectively maxed out on our equipment until we start getting like the extremely rare drops from late game enemies. Alright, there we go. Finally figured out how to transfer characters in the middle of the dialogue screen. Okay, so we are pretty well protected now. Alright, with that, we're going to go ahead and initiate the tower. And I think what I have to do is I think I have to go talk to the king or something. So let me see if I can figure this out without using a guide.
This is the abode of King Mammon.
Oh yeah, like I love the fact that this king has a freaking hotel in his palace. So there's the inn. We might sleep there to save in just a minute, but let me go see if I can figure anything out with the king
want a
first.
gold necklace.
Yep, okay.
We
Very greedy.
King
They're visiting King Mammon. Very lovely abode you have here, King Mammon. You got some visitors downstairs. It's a little over the top, if you ask me.
Alchemists can turn rocks in, but first you have to learn the old mana arts.
So this is a reference to alchemy and old mana art, or old mana art.
This island is the
gold.
Okay, so that was unproductive. So I think what I need to do is I need to go trigger some game event by perhaps trying to get into the tower. So let's try that. So there's like a tower north of town where Lumina resides, and we're gonna go up there if we can. There's probably like a guard or somebody who's gonna tell us. Okay, well we just found out that it's locked. Okay. Let's go see the king again. Excuse me. Okay, so we just found out it's locked. Let's see if the king will let us in. Okay, no.
Alchemists can, but first you have to.
Alright.
This island is
Nothing.
We came to see it. I want to.
Well, I do not recall how to get in there. I doubt it's gonna be this guy.
One night is 200 GP.
Love that he actually says GP out loud. That's great. Alright, so let me try.
This is the
what if I tried talking to this guard?
Beyond is the Golden Tower.
Alright.
Living here?
Basically what I'm looking for is a game trigger that's going to allow me to get into the tower.
Welcome. Anything else? Come again.
I vaguely remember there being like some passage down there. That might have been Northtown though. I think it was Northtown. Alright, so that
You didn't hear it from me. Many have fled. You didn't hear.
Alright.
Many have.
So there's a couple of references to Ice Country, and you almost wonder if there's some game-related deal with that. This house doesn't have a door.
This whole island is.
We're just basically talking to everybody to see if anybody has any information about how to get into the tower.
Well, no one was. I've been waiting.
Alright. No help from Watts. This house was like suspicious earlier, so nothing doing with her. Let's check over here with her. Nothing. Okay. So, is that all the houses in town? Maybe there's somebody like hanging out on this bridge up here or something. Let's check into that in just a second. Alright. We'll talk to him. Let's just try going up here and seeing what we can suss out. Like maybe there's like a dude who can tell us how to get into the tower. You know, it's so easy in the age of the internet to just look this shit up, but I'm like thinking back, like how did I figure out how to do this back in the day? I must have like flown around the world and eventually gotten some help from somebody, but
The tower at the
oh,
edge
here we
of
go.
town used to be known as the Light Palace until King Mammon sealed it.
All right.
The tower key was stolen by a spy from Taznica, but they caught him before he left Southtown.
Ooh, that's a good clue.
Did find that key though.
Okay, so now that we have heard that,
There.
I think we need to go see the spy in Southtown. What's her name? Mari? Let me just, I've got to, turns out I've got to go. Gotta go pick somebody up, but I will, let's just finish this by getting this key real quick. Okay, so we know that this Taznican spy had it, and this happens to be the Taznican spy. Here she is, and she's much thinner in this version.
Empire's troops caught my husband stealing a secret key from Gold Isle.
Push the wrong button there.
It is. I've been keeping it safe in this box as a memento. My husband gave his life for this key. Here, it's yours.
Okay, so we got the gold tower key, which is what we need. Oops, oops. And 1 second. Okay, so we're just gonna end the game, sorry, by going back to Gold Island, and we'll probably pick it up there next time, I'm guessing. I mean, we did accomplish a decent amount in this playthrough. What is that? That's the Sea Hare Island. It is amazing how small this world map feels compared to the original. Like, they should have just made it feel bigger, even if it's not that big. But here we go. I mean, it's cool, but it feels just tiny. Okay, we can actually go in there. Oh, and we can get this too. Okay, Spear's Orb, always good. Spear's a very powerful weapon. I'm waiting on the person I have to go pick up to like confirm that I have to go pick up, and I'm like super nervous about venturing too deep into the tower right now. But I guess I'll keep going until I hear otherwise. It's really not that big of a dungeon, to be honest. Keep firing at like 97, 98%. These enemies are not that hard. They're actually, I think this dungeon is much easier than the Shade Temple, so it kind of makes sense that the game ordered it that way, but I just, for story purposes, they tell you to go to the Shade Temple while you're over there real quick first. But it makes sense that this would actually be before. Oh, hello. Alright, I wonder what this guy's weakness is. Let me just check that out with the, I'll do it the proper way. Oh, actually this is level 4. I'm surprised this is level 4. Oh, it didn't tell me the weakness. Well, guess we'll start experimenting. try our new shade magic. Okay, he's casting Fireball. That tells me it's probably ice. But here's a shade spell. Let's see how that goes. I'm not sure if that was from the spell or not, but it seems like it was pretty powerful. But let's try ice. Gotta wait until he lands. And we are able to get our spells up to level 5 now, so that's something. I think these freezes are not... It's hard to tell which is doing the damage, the bow and arrow or the freeze spell. I mean, I know it's not doing terrible damage. Yeah, it's doing pretty well, and it's killed him. Okay, so he's dead. That was quick and easy. And I'm glad we did it. Oh, is he not dead? No, he's not dead. Just faking. Okay. I mean, we are super armored. Like, I think the game doesn't expect us to necessarily be this armored at this point. Randy's unconscious. Alright, let's finish this guy off. Alright, he's dead for sure now. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it for Gold City, Gold Tower. A very, very succinct section of the game, actually. Okay. Well, I'm glad I had time to do this quick additional dungeon. Boomerang orb, very nice. We got a spear and a boomerang orb we can upgrade. And here is the stage room door, presumably, or are there two bosses in this tower? Oh, there might be two. Mind if I do. Axis orb, very good. I'm just gonna skip these guys. So I legit don't recall if there's a additional boss or not. But we really don't need to kill them. Oh, there's an, yeah, there is, okay. So, what is his deal? Sylphid weakness. Okay, very good.
Takes more than that.
Actually dodged a shot there. Okay, we have 10 out of 30. So I get 2 of these off. And then I can do a lesser spell. And we can do one of these as well. And the question is, do I use a Fairy Walnut or do I melee him the rest of the way? And I think the answer is let's try meleeing. Okay, I'm just gonna... That's not nice. I'm getting some good shots in now. But this is not a hard battle, I would say. Oh, that's a powerful Earth Stone. And yet we took almost no damage. Crazy. Yeah, with our high armor and stuff at this point, like, this guy is like a real easy boss. Alright, well, I just murdered him. Okay, and just like that, we can get our magic up to level 6. Or, shortly. Bow's Orb. Okay, so we got bow, boomerang, and spear, I believe. And another one of these appears, and we go up. And yes, here's the actual Lumina. Very good. In other iterations of this franchise, Lumina is called Wisp, or Willow the Wisp.
The gold he's created will
But I actually strongly prefer Lumina. I actually strongly prefer all of the names from this game rather than like Jin instead of Sylphid. I like Sylphid a lot better. Okay, we'll unlock the seed. And I do have to go now, so I'm glad we were able to squeeze that in. And we will continue this next time. But we've got the Lumina, so let's head out. Now, of course, that's one that only the girl can use, not the sprite. So that's something we have to keep in mind. And I think now that we've taken that from the palace, let's go check. I've got just a little bit of time. Let's go check and see if that like fucks with the king or something. Like, I bet he's really pissed off.
Gold.
No, he doesn't say anything different. Okay. Well, it's probably a shortcoming of the rush to cut this game to the size that it ended up being. Like, if they were trying to polish it, they would probably change that dialogue a little bit. Let's go upgrade our weapons right quick before I sign off.
Well, no one... I've been waiting.
Okay, so... Oh, we had an axe orb in there too. Interesting. Spear orb. Bow orb. Elfin bow. Now we got the Cobra shuttle. Okay, cool. So we got some really good upgrades on our weapons. We're getting really close to the point in this game where you can actually get all your weapons up to level 8. And let's go ahead and just sleep real quick and save.
One night is 200.
Alright. There'll probably be a little cutscene over here.
So you've regained all your memories?
Pretty much.
What was it like to live in the village?
Yeah. Did you always have an attitude?
Ouch! That hurts my ego.
Says who?
When the villagers were off in the... He told me it was a...
Sounds like you had the village's interests at heart, especially if you took it straight.
Is that the whole story?
He wouldn't take it.
What? Why?
Probably because I charged him for it. It was a rare plant after all.
You charged your own grandfather money for a weed?
Hey, it was compensation. A finder's fee for discovering it in the first place.
Guess the amnesia didn't change you at all.
Alright, well, that is going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time on Secret of Mana livestream.